something that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen from time to time. Have another vehicle popping up here. It just dropped off a pair of hunters at a spot I kind of wanted to start at first, but it's all good. It's public land. It's going to happen. So you just got to keep moving, and that's why you have several options of places you're going to be getting to. Much later, like I said, than I wanted to be. I should have already been set up by now, but can't really harp on that. And well, yeah, before I go ahead and get too far into it, I want to say, hey there, how's it going? My name's Adam, this is Go To Outdoors, and I am stoked to welcome you back to another one. We are once again on public land, obviously, from what I just said, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more squirrel hunting today. It is middle of the week, so I was kind of hoping I'd have the woods to myself yet again, but so far, clearly, that's not happening. They've done a lot of clearing and grading and whatnot on the roads here, just since I was here last. That's kind of a good thing. You can clearly see that light has officially taken hold here. Sunrise is in 14 minutes. I was going to be here a lot earlier. Unfortunately, I'm not, because this is about 25, 26-ish miles off the main highway. And I'm going to put a picture up right here. Kind of got stuck behind a semi and several cars, and we were doing about 15 miles an hour for the entirety of that stretch off of the highway, because we're climbing up into the mountains to be here. So yeah, I should have been in the woods like at least 45 minutes ago. So I'm driving a little bit quicker through the woods than I ordinarily would. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. So what we're going to do here is potentially stop here. No. I'm going to keep going. The creek looks like it's back down to, jeez. They didn't clearly fill all the ruts. The creek looks like it's a lot lower where it should be. So that's a good thing. Shouldn't be, too roaring and rushing and difficult to get around. That's a fresh tree down. Okay, that's just since the other day. But somebody already pulled it to the side, because there are occasionally some good Samaritans that are still out here in the woods. That was a good rut. That was a good pothole. Anyway, looking back to you, want to get in the woods. Going to take me a little while to get set up and squared away, and I'm probably going to lose some of my morning hunting because of what time it is, but hey, it's going to be a good day regardless. I'll see you when I'm in the woods. There's two right up here already. I'm just walking in. I didn't even set up yet. Alright, we're gonna see what happens here. I got a different kind of shell in the shotgun today. I got 3-inch mags with number 4s. So if they are all the way up in those treetops, I can still get them. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here for a minute. It's up in the top of that tree. Try to stand next to one of these bigger oak trees for cover. He's eating. I can hear him chewing a nut. There he is, coming down that tree. See, when I shoot this one, I'm going to stand still, because the other one might come looking. 5 yards in. How can I keep missing? Well, that just screwed everything up. Well, I hadn't made it 5 minutes out of the woods. I'd walked maybe 200 yards up off the road, 300 yards maybe. And I had those 2 squirrels start working in front of me. Yep. They're probably about 80 or 90 yards away from me right now. I just parked it right here. I'm going to stay for a while. Because I know I spooked them. They're still going to work this area for a while. Because that was a clean miss. That was a clean miss. I shot completely under him. I jerked the trigger. I was wearing a different set of ear pro, big over-the-ear muffs. And I couldn't get my cheek on the stock right. So, got my little electronic earplugs with a hear-through function on them. My music earbuds. And I got them ready to go. I can just pop them right in when I see another one I want to take a shot at. Using a different kind of shell today. Using Kent cartridge. Fast Steels. They're number 4s. And they're 3-inch with 1 1/8, but they're moving about 1,560 feet per second, which is about 300 feet per second faster than the lid number 6s I was using the other day. So it's I don't know how different they're gonna be. I use a Pattern Master Code Black Goose all the time, no matter what I'm hunting. So it's kind of a super full choke, but you can also use it with steel because it is my waterfowl choke. But I've just gotten used to shooting everything with it, from skeet to squirrels to birds. The key is learning your pattern. And that's why I don't jump my shot cam back and forth between my shotguns too much, because I have it dialed in on here. They're moving closer. So, it was a clean miss. I shot under him. But I'm going to get you back in my head because he's coming back. I would have liked to be on the shaded side. Yeah, the eastern side of a valley as opposed to the western side right now. For this exact reason. He's up there somewhere. I can hear him dropping stuff. He's farther out, but he's definitely eating acorns up there. I just don't see him. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, and here's the other problem right now. Yeah, it's like 46 degrees out. You can see my breath. And then I know in the sun that's giving me away. All these little tiny birds. They're pretty little things. What kind of bird that is? It's pretty. Hey, bird. How you doing? What are you? I actually don't know. It's a pretty bird. Looks like a... I don't know. What are you? I do not not know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up later. Pretty pattern on it, on its belly. It's kind of an orangey red head. It's not a towhee. At least it's not a male. It's another one over there, another one in this tree here. Same kind of bird. Oh. Squirrel's moving. Hey bird, move. Go bird. I don't want you anywhere in the line of fire. Go. Go. Shoo. Both of you, go. Am I really that much of a curiosity? Yep, that's the squirrel up there. Birds, go, please. Shoo. Thank you. Bird, go. The squirrel's moving away. Dang it. No, he's not. Kinda. Yeah. It's that tree up there. It's coming down the trunk. The sound of it is directly behind me on the other side of this tree. And it sounds active. All these young maples are making it hard to see on the ground though. So if it's not in a treetop, I probably won't see it. It sounds like it's on the ground. There he is. See, when they stick to the main branches and trunks, they don't shake the branches, and I can't see them. That is a pileated woodpecker announcing his territory. They find a big old dead log, preferably still standing high, and they just rattle out on it, letting all the other big boys know not to go there. In this valley, that stuff echoes. So they're still moving around me. That's a good sign. I wish I knew where it went. There he is. His farther tree. He's coming down. If he gets closer, I'm gonna take him. He's right on the tree trunk. He's on the ground. I see you. He's up there. That thing's over 50 yards away. was right above me. I saw a shadow. He's probably not going to move for a while. I gotta stand up. I got him. Yeah, pulled a chunk of hair out on that shot. Yeah, I peppered that one. That one's gonna be a mess. Yeah, that one's gonna be a mess. Well, I'm gonna go set my stuff up again. It's a big squirrel though. See, you can make a lot of noise and it just takes a few minutes for the squirrels to get brave again. So that one's gonna keep moving. See, that last shot would have been a lot cleaner and quicker if I'd been facing the right direction. See, I was looking at that squirrel working. I was looking at that squirrel. And this one came right down this tree behind me, and I saw a shadow on one of the bigger trees over there. I had my earplugs in, so I didn't hear them. And that was on me. The first pellet I hit the squirrel with, it took him a minute. He was wounded. He didn't move. Then he fell out of the tree. And I had to finish him off when he was only about 15, 20 yards away. And again, I'm using 3-inch Magnum 4s. She might be a little bit of a mess later. I better just go ahead and get that taken care of. I have a feeling with it being a little bit chillier, they might keep moving all day long. It did surprise me last time I was here that they were moving almost all day. There's one right here. There's one right freaking here. It was right here. Where'd he go? Same tree as before. Which means I did not shoot the squirrel that came out of this tree. He's straight up. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Can't see in the sun. I think that's a nest up there. There's definitely a nest up there. Nope, he's safe in there. If he comes out, different story. But while he's in there, he's safe. Yep, that one's not going to move for a while. So I thought the one that I harvested was the one that... So I was thinking the one that I shot here was the one that I originally saw in this tree. But it turns out that was not correct. It may have been heading for that tree, but it was not the one that is in that tree. I can tell my head is glowing in the sun, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my hat back on. And try and cover up a little bit, get a little blockage from the sun. Might have to swap out batteries soon too. It's been a great day so far. So much action in my shooting. Definitely leaves something to be desired. But this is the first time I've used these shells in this shotgun, and every shell pattern is differently. I haven't had a chance to go out the range, set up a big old 30-inch cardboard circle and see where my shot lands. I did that with my, with these shells, the Federals, the lead rounds, but I have not done them with the Kent Steels yet. Always go out and pattern your shotgun. Don't leave anything to chance. And I think I am a little bit off with them. I'm going to keep using them. I'm going to try and take one more squirrel. And if I whiff, or if I have to do a follow-up shot like I just did on that first one, then I'm going to switch back to the Federals. I really like Kent's target loads, but I've never used their hunting loads before. So I'd really like to switch over to shooting nothing but non-toxic shot, whether it's steel or anything else. Preferably steel because it's much cheaper than the others. But yeah, let's get back to hunting. Started moving around. Had a big old squirrel's moving right there. Can't tell what kind it is. I think that might be a fox squirrel. That's a big old squirrel. That was a big squirrel. There he goes. There's two of them right there. Two of them right in front of me. They're chasing each other. Where'd they go? Was definitely eating in this tree over here. I can hear him chewing through a hole. There he is. He's right on the ground there. Coming this way. Got him. It's another big one, but you can clearly tell what they're after. Had an acorn. It's a healthy squirrel. Healthy squirrel. But yeah, I love the colors on these squirrels here. Love it. Well, made enough noise here. I know there's others in the area, so I'm just gonna post up somewhere with a little bit of a sight line. This is how you relax. No, this is how I relax. This is perfect. I say at the end of every one of my videos, you need to find a reason to smile today. And boy, I'm smiling. This is just amazing. This is just amazing. Hey buddy, it's right there. Damn, I knew he was close, but that's ridiculous. He's right above me. Another ridiculous shot. Where'd he go? He was right in this tree above me. I knew I heard him, he was close, but that was ridiculous. I can turn to the left all day long, turn to the right, not so easy. He's probably right up there. There he is. Got it. Another female. That's 8 females. All right. Oop, sorry. Didn't mean that. Just another pretty squirrel. Not as brown as the other one. Or this is more brown. That's more like fawn colored. It's pretty squirrels. Wonder what happened to her. Tail's a little stripped. Looks like a poodle. That wasn't me. That's old. All right. Well, I'll get her cleaned up and we'll bring you back. Oh, and just as a reminder what time it was. Almost noon. Still moving. What a good day. I'm just gonna park it here for a little bit. Clean that squirrel. It's cooling off now. The other one's in the bag with the other one, with the first one. So now I'm 3 on the day. I think I should have 4, but I'm on 3 because my crappy shooting this morning. will say one thing. If I had shot that squirrel when it was on that tree, like right there, we would have had squirrel gazpacho. And I don't think that sounds very appetizing, because that would have just been a mess. I've done that once on accident. That squirrel was coming down a tree towards me, and didn't get much off of that squirrel. Front half was basically gone. Making a little bit of a move. Good. Probably about a mile down from where I was. Stopped by the truck, dropped the squirrels off, reloaded on water and munchies, and now I am, shockingly, at a crest. Cool. Undergrowth looks a little thick here. Decision time. Do I go in there? Or do I keep going? I definitely want to be on a ridge. I thought about going farther down, but there's still a lot of noise coming out from that creek. That may have just made my decision. I just heard a squirrel. A little squeal that they do. That looks thick in there. Well, maybe if I could push one farther in, I could get a good shot at one. That looks super steep over there. Yeah, I'm not climbing that. I'll climb this though. I think I found an old road bed. Oh, this valley looks pretty good. Oh gosh. I gotta kill as many of these as I can. Kind of gross, but needs to be done. Ah, that one sprayed me. Well, interesting that this tree is an ailanthus. This is a tree of heaven. It is a native. It's also an invasive species, oddly enough. That's gross. You're not going anywhere. Well, that was oddly satisfying. Yeah, that was definitely a female loaded with eggs. Oh man, the whole top of that tree is full of them. Not just the ailanthus flowers, but the whole top of the tree. I've done enough damage there. I found a stream I could cross. I'm sweating. This greenbrier right here, I'm saying a lot of bad words pushing through that stuff. This looks money. Big white oaks. Lots of big white oaks. Problem is picking a direction to set up in. Well, you see all this red coming through here. Those are maples. Not exactly a lot of food value for squirrels, but they do drop their leaves early. Well, earlier than oaks anyway. And I've seen a lot of squirrel nests built out of maple leaves. But these road beds are interesting. I am way back in the National Forest. So somebody built them at some point. I don't know if they're old fire roads or what. Camp trails. But I'm willing to bet somebody lived back here at some point. Man, these valleys are steep. Let's see how steep that is going back up over there. I ain't going over there. It's hard enough getting here. This is so much more open. But I think if I go up next to the maples and face downhill, I should be pretty squared away. There's plenty of life here. Let's just set up and see what we can get. Here's something cool. This tree right here is a witch hazel. Usually I only see these flowers opened when it gets super cold in the middle of winter. That's some kind of egg sac right there. Yeah, that is some kind of egg sac right there. But yeah, these little flowers, little yellow flowers, they are edible. Not that you'd really get much out of something that's that small, but they're edible, and I know some people who have collected them to make tea. But just a fun fact, that's a witch hazel. The leaves, if they're not all chewed up, look kind of like that. And they're always kind of stubby. I've never seen a tall one. I'm going to shut up and find a seat. That's a cool find. Alright. Took me a while, but I found a good looking spot. I've already seen one moving up over there. And I got pretty much nothing but white and red oaks all in front of me here. So it's probably about 2 o'clock. These gnats are horrible. Mosquitoes are already pissing me off. But I'm gonna sit here for a while. It's a tick. Nope, it was. Can't be having that. Never even heard him. Wouldn't have known he was there if I didn't see him. kind of surprised that one came over to me. And I never heard him on the ground. Didn't hear him in the tree. I saw him come out of the tree. Didn't hear him. Didn't hear him this whole path until he was right there. And I took him. I say him, watch it be yet another female. Well, it's been about 10 minutes and nothing else has moved. Nothing was up over here, moved. So, yeah, time to go get it. Well, not to be too graphic, I domed him, but he was also carrying a nut. Oh, jeez. Well, that's a male. That's a tiny little male. Well, I finally got one. That's a young male. His nereids haven't dropped yet, but a couple interesting things. One, not to get too broody, but he was also carrying a big old acorn, a fresh acorn from the top of one of these trees. And I kind of domed him, so I can't show that other side. But this right here is this patch right here. I can feel something underneath here. You can see it moving under the skin. That's a botfly. That's a botfly scar. See where the fur is all worn off here? Where I guess he's been scratching, trying to get rid of it. I'm trying not to cover that, but I just want to let you guys know this is something that happens to squirrels from time to time. And a botfly is a parasitic fly. It lays eggs and they grow under the skin in rabbits and squirrels and a lot of other mammals. It's kind of horrifying, to be perfectly honest. Humans can get them too, but not off the same type that infest the rodents and everything. Yeah, he's got a couple nodules in there. Stay mobile. That's the key. Yeah, I'm gonna head up the hill and see if I can push one of these. Cool. That did just scare the crap out of me, though. Cool. Oh, those are so close being the ones I've been looking for, but they're not. So close. There's a lot of them here, though. First ones I've seen, that one was really wet, like it's old. Here comes the owl. There's the owl. Oh, that is cool. That is really cool. That is really, really, really cool. Come on, let me be able to get a video of him. Where'd he go?
was a big old barred owl. Barred owl, B-A-R-R-E-D. That was cool. That's only the second time I've seen one. And the first one I was delivering packages. Apparently perched up on somebody's house and never left. That's the first wild one I've ever seen. Right there. I can't believe they're already on the ground again. There he is. Right there. I missed him completely. Yep, there he is. Go up a tree, go up a tree. His body's blocked right now. Come closer. His body is blocked by a downed log. I lost him. He's still there.
As you can see, first shot. Well, as you can see, the first shot that I took at the squirrel was from about this angle, and these trees ate most of my pattern. But I looked around. I made sure I looked around and made sure it wasn't wounded. Crisscrossed back and forth, and I stopped moving. Stopped moving for about 10 minutes, and 2 of them started moving again, and this girl was one of them. So that makes 5. It's getting really warm out here. Of course, hiking doesn't help, but let's get her cleaned up and we're going to start hunting again. They're on the ground again. There it is, coming towards me. I hit it. Yep, he's down. That's the biggest one I've gotten yet. Yeah, unfortunately, shot cam was not working, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is my limit. That is the first time I've gotten a squirrel. That's an old female. She's got a big old dirty belly. That is the, she's just crusty. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, that'll about do it. Pierced her ear. Yeah. So that right there is my first ever squirrel limit. Now, just gonna walk downhill. I think I got a zag instead of zig today. To get back to the truck. We got her cleaned up. And we'll see what happens next. I'm fairly certain I walked far enough along that ridge line that I crisscrossed even farther back towards the entrance than when I had my truck parked. So I think I gotta go. Well, crap, I don't know. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say I get hopelessly lost. Maybe for my birthday or Christmas, I should ask for a Garmin GPS watch, right? Huh. I've always wanted to ride into the sunset. So yeah, freaking solid day, everybody. Awesome day. So we're back at the truck. Got our last lovely squirrel here. I mean, this is a beautiful squirrel. I kind of pierced your ear a little bit. You're not going to see the other side because kind of domed her. But yeah, just a beautiful, big, healthy gray squirrel. Big old bushy tail. That's why we call them that, bushy tails. And this is what gave her away to me. Doing that. Would not have seen her probably as well as I did if she hadn't been, kind of nervous and signaling. But This is the first squirrel limit that I have ever gotten. Ever. Now, there is something that I noticed on this squirrel that I haven't seen in a long time on many squirrels, because I haven't got an older squirrel. And this is an older female, and that's the belly right there. Looks kind of like darkish, like almost tannin stained. I've only really noticed that on the older squirrels. But just throw them in the slow cooker with everything else. Give it time. It'll be just as tender as the rest of the squirrels I've gotten today. Gonna put her aside. And yeah, it's just, I can't complain at all. Today was fantastic. Weather I thought was kind of going to be a bit of an issue. Turns out it really wasn't, even though it's completely bluebird skies. You could probably tell back behind me through the trees there. And yeah, I mean, it's just, I saw more squirrels while I was walking out of the woods here. And this place is loaded, 100% loaded with squirrels. I've seen all kinds of critters in here, tons of deer sign. I've seen bears out here. I saw ruffed grouse last time. I haven't seen any rabbits, but then again, rabbit hunting in Virginia is kind of a weird thing. And I've never done it before, so I don't know really what I'm doing. Anyway, I kind of want to try it over dogs, because I don't have any friends that hunt with me, and yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Wish I had friends that hunted. Got a lot of friends that fish. Don't have any friends that hunt, at least not in Virginia. First squirrel limit ever. I can't believe it. You know, I entitled my last video, Best Day of Squirrel Hunting I've Ever Had. Now I have to go ahead and say that again, because today is the best day of squirrel hunting that I've ever had. 6 squirrels, first limit. You can actually, it's combined fox squirrels and gray squirrels. Fox squirrels you can only hunt in certain counties east of the Blue Ridge, one of which is my home county, but the hunting there is mostly verboten, but that's another story altogether. I really want to get my dad out here soon, because this is a place he's hunted with me several times, but he hasn't gone out in several years, just like I hadn't gone out in several years. I mean, life just has a way of taking over. You get busy and you have things to take care of that are more important than recreation. But we're gonna figure that out later. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I got a long ride home. So yeah, that's probably all I got for you today. But like I always say, thanks again for watching. Make sure you find a reason to smile today. I certainly did. And I'll catch you in the next one.